Hello and welcome back. It's been a little while since we last spoke, and today's video is gonna be a very exciting one. Exciting and terrifying at the same time, because this is the part where I'm gonna choose what makeup I'm gonna take with me for the next 3 months. The pressure is high. I've had a nasty migraine since yesterday, and a few painkillers later, I'm just recovering from it. I still can feel the aftermath, so bear with me. I just put a quick face of makeup. My hair needs washing desperately. This house is an absolute mess because obviously we're also moving, and I have sold the table that I used to have here where I sat down and did my everyday makeup. This is where I've been doing my everyday makeup, in this little thing right here. I just put one little puff right there and sit and do my makeup there. So yeah, things are starting to empty. So I thought, let's choose what makeup I'm gonna take with me so I can separate it, keep it in a separate place, and I can take this unit that I recently added to my life to the storage unit that we have, and only do my makeup with the remaining makeup that I will be taking with me. Okay, we don't need a huge introduction. Let's get on with it. Let's bring you a little bit closer. You're so crooked. So in the beginning, I was thinking, let's start with how I would normally apply my makeup, like primer, foundation, etc. But then I thought maybe it's a little bit easier to take it drawer by drawer. That was not easy to say. And moving on from there. First drawer that I have right here, it's my eyeshadow palette and lashes. So when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, you might remember that I decided to put a palette in the Project Tempan, and I would use that one palette all the time, but then it got extremely boring, and instead I thought, instead of putting one palette and using it up until I finish it or until I'm completely bored by it, I'll choose one palette for each month and change it every month basically. That's what I've been doing the past 3 months, I would say. I want to continue that because it's also gonna make it a little bit easier to choose what palettes I'm going to be taking with me, because I always end up bringing the same thing. But how would I do that, you would say? Wouldn't that still be difficult, you would say? And I would say no, because I have a tool with me. So I've recently, well, how I came across this was on a TikTok, as I always come across things these days. So there was this girl that basically had a wheel of luck. I don't know how you call it exactly. You know, the wheel where you put a lot of things and it randomly picks for you. So she did that with house chores, things that she really procrastinated and never ended up doing. So she put all of the chores she wanted to do in that wheel, and it chose for her, and then she was forced kind of to do them, and that was like the motivation that she needed. And I was like, that is kind of genius. So I downloaded this app. You can do it on a website or an app. There are a lot of different ways to do it, but I wanted to have it on my phone because it's easier and more accessible, and also I didn't want to lose the data that I'm gonna put in, because I didn't want to make a new wheel all the time. So I downloaded this app. It's called Pick Me, and it has taken over my life. It basically decides for everything that I do, from what perfume I'm gonna wear today to what to-do list item I'm gonna do. It has taken over my life, and you better believe it's going to decide what makeup I'm gonna be taking with me. Not for everything, but for palettes. This is how I've been choosing what palette I use every month. I want to screen record. Okay, I obviously have a list with my 37 now remaining eyeshadow palettes. I need 3 palettes to take with me, because obviously I'm gonna be away for 3 months. I will take whatever the wheel chooses for me, unless it only chooses, like, I don't know, 3 colorful palettes and I don't have any neutrals. But other than that, I will honestly take whatever it chooses for me. Let's begin. First palette. It is... We started well. Okay, so it chose for me the Huda Beauty Neon Pink palette. Okay. So here's the thing. This is the palette.
This is your man.
Yeah. And it literally has 0 neutrals. So how am I supposed to use this for a whole month? Okay, let's continue and we'll see. Let's continue. We did not start well. Next one. I don't want to look. Dose of Colors Desi Identification palette. Now this, I am happy that we chose. It's this one right here. This is one of my go-to palettes, especially when I travel, because it has gorgeous shades, it has neutrals, it has some cool shimmery shades, and this is a great palette. I'm very happy that it picked this one for me, because especially it has some shades for like cool makeup looks, like for New Year's and Christmas and stuff like that, which by the way we are going to spend there too. Second choice, much better than the first one. Last one. Please choose one good. Okay, another Huda Beauty palette. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's this one. It's the Rose Gold palette, the original one. And listen, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that because it has these really pretty shades and it has a good mixture of neutrals and non-neutrals. So yeah, I'm okay with that. What will I do with this one? I have to make a decision. Am I thrilled that it chose two Huda Beauty palettes? No, I'm not, but it is the wheel of luck. I cannot decide what it chooses. I guess I'm gonna have to accept that. One whole month with pink shades. That's going to be interesting. And this is the first one, so this is the next palette that I'm gonna be using. I'm honestly happy that it didn't choose like the Jaclyn Hill palette, which is huge. So these are a manageable size, I would say. No, I'm happy with the choices, except from this one, but I guess I told you, unless they are three very colorful palettes, then I will have to accept it. And what I'm gonna do is take some single shadows that we'll talk about soon to kind of make this one a little bit more wearable. But I think I can work with this one. Although it's not one of my favorite formulas because they are a little bit too hard pressed and you kind of struggle to get the pigment, but I can work with it. And if it means that I get to use it and make a dent on some of these colors, then that's a good thing. Okay, here go the palettes. Now, that wasn't too hard because somebody else made the decision for me, but now I have to make the decision myself. Okay, so here I have my lashes. I do want to take some lashes with me because I might want to wear some lashes, although I will probably not wear that often, but I'd like to have the option. I'll take like maximum 2 pairs. I would like to take some natural lashes and some not so natural. I think I'm gonna take these ones, which I do believe I wore those on my wedding day when we got married on the city hall, and then I wore the 𝐅𝐻𝐋𝐋𝐖 ones for the reception. I really like those because they're half lashes and they're not huge, but they do give enough of drama to the eyes and they're still very wearable. So I think I'm gonna take these ones as the more like everyday lashes. And then we have so many lashes here that I never wear. It would be smart to take this one because they do have full lashes and half lashes in the same style. I have a lot of cut off, half missing lashes. I don't know why I keep so many of them. And I also really like these ones from 𝐼𝐻𝐋𝐋𝐖. They are quite natural and beautiful. I wore those on my wedding day, so what's the biggest compliment than that? So I guess I'm gonna take same lashes. So it's gonna be those two ones. That was the first drawer. Let's move on. Next drawer, we have blushes, bronzers, highlighters and stuff like that. So let's start with cream products. Let's start with bronzer because that's an easy one. Obviously, I'm gonna be taking the Milk Makeup bronzer in the shade Big, the original big size, because I've had this one in the Project and Pan for months and months and months, and I still have quite a bit left, so I am sure, I can guarantee that I will not be finishing this one in the next 3 months. So this is a safe bet. I'm not gonna be needing a new bronzer, so one cream bronzer, there we go. When it comes to cream blushes, I do want to have a couple of options, so let's bring the Pick Me Up again. I'm gonna let it choose for me. So I think I'm gonna take like 2, max 3, and let's see what it chooses for me. Okay, so the first one it chose is this one, Blush Trio. Basically it's lips and cheeks from Skin Food. It has some nice peachy shades, which is nice. I like this one as a blush. I don't like it as a lip product because it looks very patchy, but as blush it's really nice. So that's one. I get 3 different shades in one, which is, I guess, very smart thing to take with you when you travel. Look how small it is. It does not take space at all. So that's a good choice. Now I need something more pinky. Let's see what it chose. Okay, so it chose NARS, the liquid blush in the shade Luster, which is also a peachy blush. This is not a good task for the wheel. I'm gonna take this matter on my own hands. I know for sure that I'm gonna be taking one of my Nude Stick blushes because, come on, they are the OG for me cream blushes. I want to take one of the Bloom formula formula, which is more glowy, which I love during the summer. We have two choices for that formula, Tiger Lily Queen and Sweet Peach Beanie. These are the two choices. I think I'm gonna take Sweet Peach Beanie. That's a pinky blush, and I'm gonna keep this choice for a peachy blush because this one is just too big, much bigger than this one. Like, look at that. That's two. This is one of my favorite blushes, but I also like the Rare Beauty ones. These are quite intense. Okay, this is the next day. Yesterday was not happening. Could not concentrate. I had migraine for 3 days straight. It finally gave up today. It is late. I don't have natural lighting at the moment, but I thought we can finish this makeup part today. So we left off on blushes. Don't mind all of this. So we have the palettes that I chose from the Pick Me app. The name is funny because every time I go to open the app, it's like, pick me, choose me, love me. Anyways, so we have palettes, lashes, cream bronzer, and right now I'm choosing what cream blush I'm gonna take with me. I have a little bit of better head clarity today, so I am able to think a little bit better. So let's see if this becomes a little bit easier. Guys, we're traveling in 2 weeks. I am starting to stress the F up. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of packing and moving and choosing stuff. I'm soon gonna have to bring my suitcase here to start adding things. And yeah, it's gonna be a stressful 2 weeks. Okay, let's continue. So we have the cream bronzer. I only need one. I decided to take this blush, the Nude Sticks Nudist Bloom in the shade Sweet Peach Beanie, and this one. But I am wondering, maybe I choose a different one. Like, this one is a pink one. It's very nice. I really like this blush. I also like the MAC one. I really like using this during the summer. It's one of my go-to blushes when I don't know what else to use. And I do believe that I used this one on my wedding day. I know I don't want to take any of these, even though these are very cool. They're a little bit too matte for my liking. This is also nice, but I guess I prefer the MAC one. I quite like this one. Let's see how much this has. It's gonna be more than enough. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna take this one. I am not afraid that I'm gonna run out of blushes, but it's nice to have something that has a lot inside. I was thinking to take one of these in case I want something matte. These are matter than this one. These are quite glowy, all of them. It's a cool color, but it's a little bit similar to this one. Also, these are quite intense. Here's what I'm gonna do. Is it too much to take 4 blushes with me? I'm not gonna take that one. Is this too much? Please tell me. Okay, for now, we're taking 4 blushes, 4 cream blushes, because I cannot decide. I really like all of these blushes, so we're gonna have to go with those at the moment. Even though I have chosen some of them, I might end up taking less with me. It all depends on how much weight my luggage is gonna be at the end. I'm gonna pack everything that I feel like I want to take with me, and then if it's too heavy, then I'm gonna start removing stuff. Let's move on. Let's move on to cream highlighter. You see, my brain is working so much faster today. It's the normal speed. Okay, cream highlighter. We have this one by Colourpop. I think it's gonna be enough. I don't know if it's gonna be enough for 3 months, but honestly, those products do last a lot longer than it looks like they're going to be. And also, this is a Project and Pan product, and I only want to use this product. I don't want to alternate with other ones since I'm trying to finish it. So this is gonna be easy, one of them. And in case I finish, I'm gonna have a glowy primer with me, which I also can use as a highlighter. So I think we're gonna be fine with that. Okay, now powder products. So here's the thing. I'm gonna take this palette with me. I have Project and Pan products again. I'm obviously taking my Project and Pan products. So we have the Hoola Mini Bronzer. I love to use this for my nose, but I do want to take one more powder bronzer with me. I decided to take this one. So this is the, I'm gonna, here. So this is the Marc Jacobs Fantastic Omega Bronzer. So in the beginning, I was like, I am not taking my 50 buck bronzer, which is not even sold anymore. I'm very afraid that this is gonna break or something, and I really don't want that because this is a piece of art. But on the other hand, I was like, I've had this bronzer for quite a few years now, and I don't really use it that much. So why did I spend my money if I'm not gonna use it? No, enjoy your products. Don't save them for another day. So that's why I'm gonna take it with me. And the other reason why I'm taking this with me is because I am probably gonna get a little bit tanner than what I am right now, because I am going to be out in the sun quite a bit, hopefully. Obviously I'm gonna be using sunscreen, that's for sure, but either way I'm gonna get tanner than staying here in no sun. So this bronzer, although the color does also look nice when I get a little bit more color, I believe that it's gonna start to look a little bit too light when I have a tan. pan, and this one is a little bit darker than my color right now. This is gonna be very nice to apply on top of this one, so I decided to take this powder bronzer with me. So there is that. Now, powder highlighter. When was the last time I used a powder highlighter? Months ago or years ago, so I don't think I'm gonna take any. Blush though, I feel like I should take one powder blush at least in case I want to set my blush. I really love these Kiko blushes. They smell amazing, they're beautiful, but I think I'm gonna take this e.l.f. blush with me because it's small and I really like the formula of this one. It sits very nice on top of cream products, and maybe one of these mini Tarte blushes that I have, because again I do like the formula. They don't over apply with the first hand, not this one. You can build them up very nicely, they look very smooth on the face, and also they are mini, so I think I'm gonna take one of those. Probably a different color than this, something more neutral. Oh, this is nice. This is exposed. Well, that was easier than I thought. I think we're kind of done here. We also have powders here, but I'm gonna be taking one powder with me, although this is kind of a big packaging. This is the powder that I have on my Project M pan, and I would really like to finish it. If I'm gonna use any powder, then it's gotta be this one. This is a Maybelline Fit Me. What else do we have here? Now, I do have this Body Glow oils, but I'm not gonna be taking this one because the packaging is so big. I do already have a smaller bottle of them. Let me go grab them. I have them in those small bottles. I have Glow Last, which I'll show you. It's this one. It's the glowy primer slash highlighter that I was talking about. I love this product, especially during the summer, so I have to take it with me. But obviously this is a big and heavy bottle, so I'm gonna be taking it in this little squeezy bottle. And here I have this one. I don't need two colors. One of them is enough. This will definitely last me. I don't think I'm gonna be using it all the time. Speaking of highlighter, I was thinking that maybe take this one with me because I like to apply, first of all, I would like to finish it at some point, but also I do like to apply it on my shoulders and chest area. This, although this is very pretty, it looks very pretty on the body, it can get a little bit sticky, especially if it's hot and humid, so I don't like that feeling. So instead I was thinking that that one I could use on my legs, for example, and this one for this area right here. But this is a maybe product. If I don't have space, this is one of the things that will probably go. So I'm gonna keep it here for now. And I think we're done with this drawer. We're gonna move on to the next one. So I showered, if you couldn't tell. Let's take the next drawer, base products. I have my foundations here. I think this is gonna be the hardest one. Foundations take quite a bit of space, but I also going to need different shades because again, my skin tone will change a little bit. So yeah, I have no idea which one will match me and which one I want to take with me. I'm gonna start with this foundation right here, or the Fenty Ease Drop Skin Tint. This one is in the shade 5. It does kind of match me right now. I think because it's not super full coverage, I can get away with it, and also it will fit me a little bit when my skin gets a little bit darker. I will be needing darker ones. It's kind of hard to tell which ones will match me. This Dior one is quite dark, and I know that this matches me at least when I have a tan on. This is 3WO. I'm tempted to take it with me because it's also nice to have a nice foundation that I know that it has good coverage and it makes my skin look very beautiful. So this is, bruh, take it easy. So this one is a good candidate, but I also don't want to take too many with me. I also have this one by 𝐅𝐻𝐿, which is also quite dark in case I need to mix, but I also don't want to take just dark ones. I also have this one from Hourglass that I haven't used in a while. Is 3 enough? The thing is, this is too dark. I don't know if it's smart to only take this one, especially if I'm gonna take in this one. I also really like this Rare Beauty one. I'm wondering if it's maybe too light for me. I told you this is a hard one. Okay, so we have the Fenty one. We have this one. I think I'm gonna take this one because it's nice to have a good one, like I said. And maybe this one, but I'm also thinking maybe I also need one of these. But how close is it to the Fenty one? Yeah, this is lighter. This is similar to this. And what about this one? How dark is this one in comparison? Okay, so I think I do have a good color range. So I think I decided I'm gonna take the Fenty one, the Dior one, and the 𝐅𝐻𝐿 one, but the lighter one, not the darkest one. This is in the shade 3.2. I don't think I need to take the shade 4 because this is quite dark. So these 3 foundations, I think I'm gonna cover cover my needs. This is nice for every day because it has low coverage and it's very watery. This is nice both for nice occasions and every day, and this is really nice for nice occasions. I think 3 are gonna be enough. I can buy more stuff because they do have Sephora there, but I would prefer to use what I already have. I don't really want to buy more stuff, even though I will probably end up buying like a thing or two, but I'd rather use up the things that I have instead of buying new ones. But I also don't want to take 500 things with me because of the weight. I think we're good with this ones. I managed. Moving on to primer. I told you I already have this one in a smaller bottle. I'm also gonna be taking this one. This is the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. It doesn't have much left. It's nice in travel packaging. I also want to finish it. This is kind of like a filling primer. It also has SPF 15. I will be using it on my T-zone, so I am covered with those two. I don't think primers is too important for me. Now concealers, also a hard one. I also have some stuff in my bag here. I do have the NARS one. I know for sure that I'm going to be taking one of the NARS concealers, or 2 of them. Fortunately, concealers don't take too much space, but I also don't want to be traveling with 50 concealers. I have this one which I really like. This is also Beauty concealer, which is really nice for everyday use when you don't want full coverage, like the NARS one, for example. I do like the idea of this, taking this with me. I have 1 dose of colors and 1 from e.l.f. that are too light for me, so I know that I don't need to take those ones. I also have Shape Tape, the ultra creamy one, which is also nice for an everyday concealer, but I'm actually liking this one a little bit more. We also have the Dior concealer. We have NARS and Hourglass. Fortunately, they are different range of shades, which is nice. Which one is the darkest one? I believe the darkest one that I have is the one in Macadamia from NARS. This is very yellow though, and sometimes it ends up looking a little bit too white underneath my eyes. I usually buy very yellow concealers. I kind of do want to take the Dior one. Okay, let's swatch. Okay, so we have this everyday concealer that I think I'm gonna be taking with me. It's relatively new. This matches me very well right now. And then we have the NARS one in Café con Leche, which I do believe also matches me quite nicely right now. Those are very similar shades. The NARS one in Macadamia, which I know it's darker. And let's do the Dior one, which is a little bit peachier. Actually, this one is a little bit lighter than the NARS one, the Café con Leche, the lighter one. So maybe I don't need to take this one. That made things a little bit easier. And then we have the Hourglass one, which again, it's quite yellow. These are the swatches. Okay, so I've decided to go for the 2 NARS ones and the Beauty Act one for everyday and for nicer occasions, and I think I'm gonna be good. That's settled. Listen, I don't tend to rotate through products that much. I do tend to stick to the ones that I know that work for me and I really like, but not having the option of shopping my collection, it's a little bit scary. Okay, let's move on. What else? Brow product. That's also a little bit tricky. Oh, I do need a lash glue. Let's not forget that one. The Duo one, the green one, the latex free. It's my favorite, so we're taking that one. Brow products. I'm gonna take a brow pencil. That's gonna be the Linda Hallberg Infinity Brows pencil. This is a pencil and a pen, 2-in-1, but I have already finished the pen side and I don't have much left from the pencil side. It would be really nice to finish it and get rid of one product. So I'm gonna take this one as a pencil, and as a pen, I kind of want to take the Anastasia one just to kind of finish it. Should I take 2? Okay, I think I'm gonna take I think I'm gonna take 2, and the reason being is that first of all we have the NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen, which is one of my favorite, if not my favorite. I can always trust this one, but this one, it doesn't always give you a lot of pigment, and sometimes I might want a little bit more pigment. So for that, I'm gonna be taking the Anastasia one, which is very pigmented. It's nice to have it when I actually want the extra pigment, and also I would like to maybe finish it at some point. I'm gonna be taking those 3, and I also need a brow gel. I do have this one, which is almost finished, so I think I'm gonna take 2 brow gels. I know it might seem like quite a bit, but I'm gonna be there for 3 months, and again, I would like to finish product that I already have instead of buying there something new. So I'm gonna go for 2 brow gels, this one from Nude Sticks and this one from Benefit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5 brow products. I mean, yeah, they don't take too much space. Should I take this one? Brow tint. This is a maybe. This is a tinted brow gel. I like it for everyday use, but I believe like this is drying out. Let's continue. Okay, I'm gonna take my what was this brand? The freckle pen, because I really like to have freckles during the summer. So I'm gonna be taking that one with me. How often will I use it? Hopefully often, but you never know. Mascaras. I'm gonna take one waterproof mascara, and I have two to choose from. I have this L'Oreal one. Yeah, I mean, let's take this one, whatever. I don't tend to use waterproof mascaras that much. I'm gonna be using this one if I go for swimming or something and I want a little bit mascara, so this is a nice one. And then I do have two normal mascaras left. Really? Yeah, I only have those two. So I have this one from 17. This is another level volume mascara. This is a cheap drugstore mascara. To be honest, I don't love it. It transfers a little bit. The brush is nice, but it's a very mediocre mascara. But this is all I have, so I'm gonna take it with me and finish it. And then I have this one from Clinique, the High Impact Mascara, which I actually got it for free when I bought something. So these are my two normal mascaras, and I have one waterproof mascaras, and I think that should do it. Setting spray. So I have 3 travel size setting sprays, and I'm considering going for those. I do want to take one long lasting setting spray, and I really like this one from Linda Hallberg. This is the Onset long lasting setting spray. I have changed the nozzle of it. I actually took this one from the Morphe luminous setting spray that I recently finished, because the nozzle of the original one that actually looks like this, it sprays, it spits on you sometimes. And this one is a lot more continuous and more nice mist. So I'm gonna take this long-lasting setting spray. I'm considering of taking like a dewier setting spray. So we have Fix Plus, we have the Glow Mist, and this can make you look quite oily, so you don't need a lot of it. I don't think I'm gonna take this one. I don't think I'm gonna need it with the humidity and everything. So I'm either gonna take Fix Plus or the Desi one, the Do Me Over setting spray. I'm leaning towards the Desi one. I don't love the nozzle on the Fix Plus. The Desi one is much finer. Yeah, let's go for the neutral. I'm gonna go for the Linda Hallberg one and the Desi Skin. I think it's gonna be enough. That's it for this drawer. That's nice. Let's move on. Lip products. Now this is a hard one because I'm quite bad at using lip products in general. What's typical when I'm on vacation, I take so many different colors and I'm like, I'm gonna use them, and I don't end up using them. Okay, let's just say I am not gonna be taking any matte liquid lipsticks, but I am going to be taking this one from Rare Beauty. This is matte lip cream. So it is a matte lip product, but it is so comfortable on the lips, and I love the color. It is beautiful. It doesn't dry out your lips. Your lips kind of glide when you have this product. I love this one. This is definitely coming with me. That is one. What else? I have so many options. Okay, let's do the lip glosses, which I feel like they are a little bit easier. I do have somewhere also one from Rare Beauty. Do I bother to go and get it? Okay, where is it? Where is it? Oh, I found it. Okay, this is technically a lip balm, neutral balm. It says it honestly looks like a gloss, and it has a nice color, so I'm taking this one. I also love this one. This is a Fenty Heat in the hot cherry shade. It makes your lips look so juicy, so I do need a red lip gloss. I am considering, I think I'm also gonna be taking this one from Tarte. This is the Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump, and it has this very pretty color, and to be honest, I love how it looks on the lips, but it applies a little bit patchy, so this is not a super easy product to use, and it was a bit pricey, to be honest. I'm thinking that because this is a quite pink color, I don't get to wear it that much at home. It's a nice color for the summer. I'm gonna try to use it until I finish it. That's one more gloss. So far we have 3, and that's enough for lip glosses. So I'm gonna take some crazy colors. We have to, right? I really like this one. I recently got this actually. It is from Lancome. It is this gorgeous shade. It looks really nice on the lips, and look how beautiful it is. I want to take it, but I'm not 100% sure. It's a good candidate for now. I really want to take this one. They might not look that great with this lighting, but This is actually a really beautiful lipstick. I do want to take it. Relentlessly Red from MAC. This is one of my OG lipsticks. I was obsessed with this color, and look at it. How could I not be obsessed? Like, how freaking beautiful is that? I honestly don't know if it's picking up as vibrant as this is. I think I'm gonna take this. Yes, cannot take all of them. I really like the formula of this one, the Peri Pera Velvet Ink. Ah, look at this. They're different, right? They're all different. I also have one more. This is the Tint Serum, looking juicy. So that's also a nice candidate. I mean, how many can I take? And I also love this ones, although these are a little bit more drying, not like drying, but not like super hydrating. But this might be a little bit similar to the Rare Beauty one, which I actually prefer the formula. Not the same, but quite similar. So I don't think I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna take the Rare Beauty instead. I also have one more shade that I quite like, also same formula, but this might be a little bit similar to Relentlessly Red. Relentlessly Red is brighter. I think I'm gonna go for that instead. Hard choices, people, hard choices. I do need one neutral, obviously. I recently got this one from Fenty Beauty, but I'm not so crazy about the formula. I mean, it's nice, it's glossy and everything, but I kind of prefer the Linda Hallberg Fantastic lipsticks, actually. This is a new one. I recently finished this one. Okay, I know for sure I'm gonna be taking this one from MAC. I haven't used it in years. This is the perfect time to use it. I love it. How many lip products can one have? Okay, we have, again, 3 glosses, 1 matte liquid lipstick, 1 normal lipstick, although it's matte. I know for sure I want to take one of these. Is it too much to take both of them? Yeah, it is. Yeah. I really want to take this one because it's new and I haven't really used it. I also want to take this one. So I'm gonna take those and I'm gonna leave this one, although I quite like it. And I'm also taking one from Linda Hallberg, which is neutral, and I'm also taking one tint from Colourpop, which are very nice and wearable. Yeah, I think I want to take this one. What was this shade? The Boys. I like the name. So, oh my god. Please don't judge. I'm gonna try, I promise you, I wanna try to use them. So these are all the lip products I'm taking. Is it too much? Honestly, for 3 months, I don't think it's too much, is it? So let's do lip liners, since we're talking about lips. I'm gonna be taking this one from Primark, lip liner pencil in the shade Toffee, since it is in my Project 10 pan. And I'm also gonna be taking this from Makeup Forever, the Artist Color Pencil in Anywhere Caffeine, because this is beautiful for kind of contouring your lips. Although these are a little similar shades, but I do think they are different, so I want to have both of them, and they also don't take that much space, so I'm gonna take them. Maybe I take this one from MAC, is beautiful. That's so pretty. But again, I'm not taking that many neutral shades, so I should... What is this? Kiko. How beautiful this one. It's a neutral shade. Oh, it's also similar to Anywhere Caffeine. Oh, this is too dark. Okay, I think I'm gonna take 3 neutrals. Okay, I'm gonna take this one, the Milani Eye Primer. This is almost empty, so I think I'm gonna take one more. I'm gonna take this Urban Decay Primer Potion. Am I taking any fun eyeliners and stuff? I don't think so, because... Oh, no. I have to take this one from Kiko Milano. This is one of my favorites. If I'm gonna take one, it's definitely gonna be this one. Nothing else. Then there goes this one. We finished. Okay. Sorry about my hair. It's looking horrendous. Okay, last thing I have here is pencils. I'm gonna take one for the waterline. It's also in the Project & Pan, so I'm gonna take that one. But any other fun color, I think I wanna take one other from here. Although I do have a lot of eyeshadows. My favorite eyeliner is Levi from Linda Hallberg again. It is such a beautiful glittery brownish shade. I don't think I'm gonna bother to take anything else, because I'm gonna tell myself that I will use them, but I know I will not use them. Okay, I'm here to sign out for tonight. I've had enough. Yeah, it's getting late and I need to turn off this super white light that I have in here. So one thing that I forgot to mention, I do have my brushes here that I chose. So in this mini Z palette, which I'm gonna take my Hula bronzer, I also have this peachy eyeshadow from Makeup Geek. Actually, this is Peach Smoothie. It's in my Project & Pan, of course. It's nice to have a neutral shade in case I'm working with a palette that doesn't have that many neutral shades. But I was thinking that I'm gonna be adding one more. Also, since I do have the space, I'm gonna add 1 or 2. I think actually I'm gonna add 2. So I also have 2 more from Makeup Geek. This is Barcelona Beach and Creme Brulee. As you can see, they're nice neutral shade. This one is a bit darker and a bit more gray. So it's gonna be nice to have the alternatives. Now this is a nice neutral palette. Also, don't mind my hair. I have 2 different textures because of my extensions, which by the way, I'm gonna take out next week before I'm traveling. It's gonna make my life a little bit easier. Okay, so that's what I wanted to add. I'm gonna very quickly go through the brushes that I'm taking with me. These are all the brushes that I'm gonna be taking with me in this case from the 𝐅𝐻𝐋𝐿 and Spectrum collection. It has also the cup, very nice. Let's see, 2 of my favorite brushes, face brushes. I love this brush. I want like 50 of them. I only have 2. These are from Eco something beauty. They're quite affordable. One of them I use for foundation and one from cream blush, but you can use it for anything cream liquid products on the face. I'm gonna have this one, which is a stipple brush. This is from Firma Beauty. I'm gonna take this one to blend my cream bronzer. I really like it actually because I used to use a denser brush to apply my bronzer and I would usually over apply and it will look too much. I found that this gives you a very nice airbrushed finish and I really like it. Also, I'm gonna take in those 2 brushes. So this one is again from the Spectrum and 𝐅𝐻𝐋𝐿 collection. It's synthetic. It's nice for cream products and stuff like that. And also this one, it's from Beauty Act. I really like their brushes. They're very nice. So I'm gonna alternate these brushes. I can use them for a more precise cream bronzer application. I'm very sleepy right now. The Glow Last, basically cream highlighter or a glowy base. So both of these brushes work very nice for that. So that's for my cream products. I'm gonna take this brush from Juno & Co. I really love this brush for my powder bronzer. And I'm gonna take this one also from Powder Blush. This is from Morphe. I'm gonna take 2 concealer brushes. One is from Morphe. It's a bit bigger than the other one. This one is from Zoeva, a little bit smaller and more precise. I'm gonna take a sponge, which I forgot to separate. Okay, it's either my memory cards keep filling up or my battery keep dying, so it's a sign I need to stop this video soon. This is the Zoeva 227 soft definer brush. I really love this one. This is my favorite brush for nose contouring. You can also use it on the crease, obviously. And then I'm not gonna go through all of them. We have some important ones. I have the Beauty Bay, one of my favorite, or actually my favorite blending eyeshadow brush. This is around the blend. I have also this really nice from Kryolan. It has long bristles and it's very flat, so this is really nice to pack eyeshadow on the eyelid. And then I have a couple of bullets brushes, really nice for like inner crease highlighter and stuff like that. I have also one of my favorite must-have with me brushes. This is from the 𝐅𝐻𝐋𝐿 collection. It's nice and it's pointed. This is really nice for cream or glitter application and stuff like that. I have some Linda Hallberg precision brushes, one for eyeliner, one for lip colors, one brush with spoolie, and a very thin liner brush. Come on, I need to finish this video. And then I have a few other blending brushes that are like precision brushes. Everything fits here and I have more space. I am going to have a powder puff with me from Linda Hallberg and also a sponge, which probably will fit here too. And that's it for my brushes and sponges and stuff like that. And now I'm gonna show you the makeup all together. Yeah, I'm also gonna take my lash curler, obviously. I need to have this with me. This is basically everything. Don't mind the stuff behind. This is all the makeup I'm taking with me. It might look a little bit too much, but honestly I expected worse. It's not that bad. We have a lot of like thin products that can combine in nice slim bags. So this is everything in a different segment. I will also show you me packing everything and how it looks in the different bags and stuff like that. So yeah, I will leave you here because I'm going to sleep. Next piece will be skincare, and I'm telling you already from now, it's gonna be quite a few stuff. So I will see you there. Bye for now.